I'm Bryle. I love metal, and I'm extremely knowledgeable about the history and the current scene today.
I'm Jen. I'm not a metalhead, but I do love rock and indie music. Bryle is exposing me to 5 songs that are the best of the genre, but also are accessible.
And the last pick is a super secret favorite of mine.
Then we will chat about each song, and I will have to rank them against each other. Yeah, Metallica's good.
Yeah. Anyway.
Great bassist.
Yeah? You're talking about the dead one?
Is he? I don't know enough about it. Don't put that in. Wow.
Should we start again?
No.
Okay.
It's good.
That's funny.
Like how he's wearing a Misfit t-shirt.
Oh, you know the Misfits? Fun?
Yeah. But it's like funny that a band is wearing another band t-shirt.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you gotta rep it. You know, it's uncool to go to a show and actually like wear the merch of the band that you're going to see.
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know
So you
that.
can't like, it would be weird for them to wear their own merch.
I guess. Well, their own.
Yeah.
But as a viewer.
We got the solo, hey? I'm feeling like right now we're kind of like smoothing into the song, you know? Starting like a little emotional with this sort of like, yeah. This one's mostly got clean singing in it.
Tell me about that. What does that mean?
Ooh. That means no shouting, no like guttural sounds. A lot of the more traditional stuff, like this is considered thrash metal, so they don't really have that element as much. A little more melodic, right? Cool with the live video.
Yeah.
He's really feeling it. Oh, he transitioned, eh? How are you feeling about that guitar?
Good. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah. I guess this is where you build up a vocabulary over time.
Yeah.
Because it sounds very jagged and like distorted, right? But this is quite a clean tone.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to describe those things yet or anything. See the despair in that person. They're in the side chord or something.
Totally. Does the music, how does it make you feel? Like, what's an emotion you can relate to it?
Contemplative.
Oh, yeah.
It's never too interruptive.
Gotcha.
So far, at least it seems like it's on a similar tone. So if you were to look at a bar, it wouldn't be like highs, it'd be like smaller hills.
Oh, interesting.
So
yes. Because we are ramping up here, for example.
But not even big.
No. And it's not scaring you off yet.
People are just gonna laugh at me attempting to describe this song.
Well, that's part of the attraction. So here's the chorus. So they'll return to this part as the sort of catchiest part of the song, if that makes sense. I love the runs, right? So when they sort of finish a phrase, oh, we're speeding up. You hear the drums?
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely speeding up now.
It's like chugging. This is the thrash part.
Yeah.
This is the part you play loud in your car, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. While trying not to speed.
Yeah. Impossible. I think it's cool how it switches, right? Because it almost feels like a completely different song.
Yeah,
you feel that too?
we haven't really heard this part of the song at all.
Yeah. And this is more the traditional Metallica song or sound. But I love that they have sort of different styles.
Pretty talented.
Totally. Yeah, you don't hear guitar solos very much in modern music. Even just guitars full stop, right?
Yeah.
How does that make you feel, like hearing a guitar solo like that? Do you enjoy it?
Yeah, I love it. I love hearing that because it sounds like a lot of skill to me, and I enjoy that about music. So.
Does it sound chaotic though, like a solo
Not that
like that?
one.
Oh, gotcha.
Not Metallica's.
Yeah. So this is an
video, I
extended
haven't
one.
seen this in a long time.
Oh, the movie? The Cuckoo's Nest movie?
It's distracting.
Just don't look. Listen to the music.
He's gonna kill the nurse.
I know, it's hitting home a little bit. As a nurse.
Yeah. Awful.
Is this what Metallica does? Is this what they think of nurses?
It's just her job, okay?
Yeah, I know, right? So listen to that was a super long extended solo section, right? And here's the drums. So we're very rhythmic right now. We're slowing down. You hear that? So the tempo's changing.
All still fairly low notes, so.
Yes. They're sticking around like to the sort of end of the fretboard for sure. So on the guitar, the fretboard, yeah.
Cool.
Okay, so we're transitioning into something that's a little more modern now.
Ooh.
It's like a harpsichord, right? Do you hear that sort of choir in the back too? It's beautiful. This one I particularly vibe with.
Yeah, it has a unique sound already, like the chords that are being played.
Yeah. Like dark Gregorian chants. And he's got a very traditionally strong voice, I would say.
His voice sounds similar to a blend of that guy who Fall Out
Pete Wentz? Fall Out Boy?
Is that it?
Maybe.
I come in and haven't you heard?
Yeah.
Like a mix between that voice and a heavier metal one.
Ah, yeah, I get you.
Like similar.
Yeah, maybe the youngness of his voice?
Youngness.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah.
And a lot of more metal modern bands have that. No,
you heard me
I
say
think
that.
a lot of people will hear that and be like, oh God. Like, Jen, all
well,
right.
I was expecting you might like cut that part out, but
no, it's okay, right? That's your experience.
I recognize what I'm saying is blasphemous.
Oh, it is, yeah. But
like, I know
that's how you experience it, right? That's your reference
point. I'm just saying, like, and I don't even listen to Fall Out Boy, so.
That's your reference point.
I just don't know people's names at all, so I don't know how to.
For sure.
Otherwise, I would have.
So we've got the chunky guitars here. So it transitioned completely, right? This is much more of the modern, they say gent sound, because it's kind of gent. I don't know, I don't hear it, but the chunky metal guitar, right? And you can hear the double kick.
Sounds catchy.
It is, right?
Yeah.
That's what's cool is the juxtaposition between metal and then like an odd pop sensibility to it.
Yeah.
Do you vibe with this one more? You think?
We'll see. I can't give you my
spoiling my own.
Yet,
yeah,
so.
That's true.
We like to get the early vote in, I know.
I know, but you're right. Like, I shouldn't even ask you.
No.
I love the drummers going off, right?
Yeah, and almost a cymbal in the background or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I don't know the terms.
You're right, though. You're
they
right.
They had that little hit of the other one. I don't know musical instruments.
No, you do. You'll learn.
That would be helpful to people.
Yes, because if you think about a drum kit, most people wouldn't be able to name the different things.
Yeah, because I could hear a different cymbal that he used, but I can't name it.
Oh, that's so cool. But you can distinguish it from the sound.
Like, there's some, it was there again.
Yes. Oh, the splash. You're thinking of the splash. But yeah, totally.
Not this.
Not this, but it's like a higher, like... Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. Got the computer here.
Yeah, they were in the studio.
This is actually just a video where people who know about music can laugh at me. They don't know any term.
I love these atmospheric moments. I think they just go so well to when the point where they like strike in and hit you with something heavy. The juxtaposition, right?
I always like his voice.
Yeah, he's got such a different style to him. It's almost like spoken through a telephone or something. You hear that at all? It's very like wispy. And like breathy.
Very indie.
Oh, interesting. But you'd heard bands that maybe approach it similarly.
Yeah, well, I guess like I might have considered that more indie back then.
Ah.
So
It's cool because this is definitely one of their lighter songs, and they definitely have heavier stuff for sure.
it's a lot of indie songs I'd say are kind of in this range. Indie rock.
Right. Yeah, it blurs the lines a little bit. Right?
Yeah.
Do you hear, you were talking about the cymbals before. Like, do you notice this to be similar at all to the previous song?
There's definitely it's in there, but they're playing them in conjunction with other sounds.
Yeah. Weird, like, vocal lap samples, right? Hear this?
Like Radiohead.
Ah. Yeah, do you find this to be at all artsy? Like the way this sounds?
This is, yeah, and so it's indie to me a little.
I see what you're
Yeah.
saying. Gotcha.
With the sounds.
Because as a verse, right, I don't even know if it's traditionally catchy. Would you describe it that way?
I guess not. Like, I wouldn't say catchy in that way, but it still is.
Yeah. Because I love this chorus, so he's going to jump back into it.
I didn't know this was classified as metal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a lot of people's experience. Is this part catchy at all?
Yeah, it's catchy.
Yeah, it's
rock.
good from my perspective too, because I don't get to hear someone who's kind of trying to age to it.
This feels like 90s bands, which they were.
Yeah.
So,
Totally. In the production, or what specifically reminds you of
I
that?
don't know. The style.
Cool. Okay.
Very 90s indie rock.
So you were mentioning Smashing Pumpkins previously.
Yeah,
Does
I
that
mean-
remind you at all?
Not a Smashing Pumpkins, but
Yeah.
still that's
Nirvana, Soundgarden, anyone like that?
Soundgarden.
Okay. More so.
Yeah.
Do you hear any metal in this at all?
I didn't, well, if I do, I didn't know it was metal. I just considered it like indie rock or like rock.
It does bring up a good point in the sense that maybe this isn't traditionally a metal song, but they are a metal band because any band that kind of goes into a territory that can be a bit heavier, then they kind of get labeled that way. But even if they have a wide expanse of sounds in the repertoire.
Sorry, not indie. I always called it like alternative rock.
Alternative, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Sorry, because indie I keep using, but when I say that I actually, because you used indie, but I would also actually always have called this alt.
Alt, yeah.
Yeah,
And they're actually considered like new metal, alt metal.
yeah.
So alt rock and alt metal is very adjacent.
So that's
right?
what I meant is like, you know, in high school and things, it was more like alternative rock is what I liked listening to. This is very alt,
Yes, definitely.
so not indie as much, alt. I mixed my terms up
I get you.
the whole time.
I know. Giving you
But-
grace though, right? Because that's what happens
Yeah,
when you're
but it is
sort of new
alt
to
because
exposed
like
to
I
it.
would Well, no, I only used indie because you'd said that word, but like I always would have called it alt.
Gotcha. Cool.
And this is very alt rock.
Yeah. That guitar is so pretty. It's cool too because you can see the drums now in a studio session, right? What's striking you initially?
Reminds me of being like going to watch a friend play in their garage
Oh, interesting.
back in the day.
Yeah. A lot of nostalgic memories for you. But these guys are modern, for sure.
Are they?
Yeah.
Really? Sounds like a long time ago. Well, just like the feels like that. Like you go on some friend and their band is playing in the garage.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But if they had a really good singer that you probably didn't have.
Well, did you see her?
No, I didn't look. That's not her voice.
It is.
Are you serious? She's not screaming like that.
Watch her. You think it's lip sync?
Is she able to do that? That's amazing.
That's why
She's
people are...
talented.
Yeah, it's cool.
That is so good.
And then watch this bit.
I thought that, like, wow. I mean, her normal singing's, like, fine. But then that is, like...
And she can just like swap between them, which people
Yeah.
get so fascinated by,
Like,
right?
she's really good at that other voice.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool for, I think, people because they don't even know that like a female can make those sounds.
I know, that's why it's so good. Because it seems like when you're seeing this or like listening to this, it's nothing exceptional. Like I said, it reminds me of just any band in high school that you went to see that's like good.
Yes, yeah.
But like not that memorable.
Totally.
But if you were watching and then one of the female band members started singing like that, like that's incredible.
Yeah. And this type of metal in particular, it's a little more technical.
Like how can she do that?
Well, it's a lot of practice, certainly, and technique.
That's amazing.
And people often think that they hurt their voice, but someone like her, Tatiana's her name, she's like obviously very talented, so she uses a lot of technique to her advantage to make sure that it's safe.
I'm so, like, that's so impressive.
Yeah. That's cool, right?
Everything else to me doesn't feel impressive, actually. Like, she
Sure.
elevates this whole thing.
Yeah, so the instrumentation to you is not as memorable.
No, it sounds like many bands can do this, and it's not that unique or creative.
I love this part, though.
Yeah, but it sounds like it could be anything.
Oh, that's cool. Okay. I personally love these Egyptian scales that
It
they
doesn't
play.
mean it's not, like, lovable, but
Sure.
it feels not unique or memorable or special.
Yeah. So their
But
angle.
her voice is special.
Yeah, that's their angle in your opinion. And some of the
Totally.
stuff that's your...
And she deserves to be known for that, right? Like, that's very special. Because even like this voice, it's like, obviously I can't sing like this, but it's not, there's like a dozen people who can sing nice like this.
Sure.
But not female singers who can do
I see.
the screaming that she does. Is amazing.
Okay, I get you. So that's what makes them unique as a commodity you're feeling, is that
Oh,
they
it's all
can...
her. If you traded out literally every single musician, I think, in the band.
Brutal.
Like,
Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
like, they could all, everyone could play those songs, but they couldn't replace her.
Gotcha.
You can't replace that.
She's very talented for sure. There are other vocalists who
Like
can do
female
it.
vocalists?
Yeah.
It's so good.
She captivated a lot of people though, because she was very extremely good.
Like it sounds like a very masculine voice.
Totally.
Amazing.
It is amazing.
That's so cool. It's wearing glasses.
Right. It's a cool fly. A fly. I just love Egyptian scales. So it sounds kind of big again.
I like it too. Yeah, I like that.
It's very technical in terms of the notes they're playing and changes that they're doing, which I absolutely love, obviously. Like how many tones have they gone through here?
Yeah, it's really interesting, right?
But these guys aren't super popular or anything, so it's nice to be able to pick them for the video.
What did they say in the background there?
Yeah, I don't know. Listening. It's almost rapping, right?
No, it sounds like something else. Somebody else. What's that?
He's doing an Egyptian scale with his voice too, which is cool.
So neat.
I love how it speeds up in rhythm here. Like rhythmically, his voice is great. The
Yeah,
chugging
it's
is so
really
perfect
like
and syncopated.
catching. His voice is very, or the whole song is very intriguing.
For sure, yeah. But I don't know if something like this would catch someone initially, right? Because they're obviously not super popular.
No, why? Like, this is very interesting to me.
They're certainly progressive. So progressive means like lots of changes over time, lots of experimentation. Like even this part, they've just kind of stripped back everything. It's just the guitar, mostly. So usually progressive music doesn't resonate as much with, I guess, the casual listener who wants something more instantaneous. But this is maybe one of their most instantaneous songs, I'd say.
This is a song that makes me want to like at least check out their other stuff.
Gotcha.
So this style.
That's cool. It's a little more driving than some of the other music I think we've heard today too.
It sounds like they could have like, I mean, I don't know if they have all sorts of different songs, but it sounds like they potentially have that.
Right. So like different styles and gotcha. We've stripped ourselves back. Do you hear that violin in the back? Cool. Some orchestral elements.
Who does it sound like when they do this stuff? You know the names of the bands way better.
I do, but it's hard for me because I don't know exactly what you're associating with. It's very theatrical, though, the way he kind of expresses his voice. I just love how they incorporate the orchestral elements here, but it's the same riff, right? But done differently. You still thinking about who it is?
No?
I love how they put, did you hear this pause and then they smashed in? Subverting like your expectation, right? And this chorus is like, it just soars. I love how it just sits above everything else in the song.
His voice sounds young too.
I think it's almost like a metal style because it's quite common. part. The ending is my favorite bit, because of how they play with what they've already done.
It does sound very theatrical, like you said. It's almost like I could imagine a movie soundtrack being.
You know, I think this was actually featured in Devil's Advocate, which is a funny thing that you mentioned that.
It sounds like it could be in a movie.
Yeah.
Whereas nothing else like that we listened to, I was like, oh, I can picture that being part of the movie.
So is it cinematic, you're saying?
Maybe. Or it feels like it could work because it's imaginative. Like I feel like my mind could wander somewhere else.
Oh, gotcha.
When I'm hearing.
Yeah, but in a good way, I'm
Yeah.
assuming. Yeah, okay. You watched Jen react, but how would she rank each song against one another from worst to best? Watch this video to find out.